Live at noon, this is 13 News Now.
And we begin with temperatures spiking across Hampton Roads. I'm Andre Sr.
And I'm Ashley Smith. Lucy is enjoying maternity leave.
And that heat that you dealt with over the weekend continues into the work week. We head outside to a look from one of our sky views at the Virginia Beach oceanfront.
Yeah, this is the view from the DQ located at 17th and Atlantic. The heat brings along with it humidity and beach-like weather. And you're also going to need to stay properly hydrated if you plan to be outdoors for a long period of time. So meteorologist Aisha Scott is in for Tim today. Aisha, just how hot is it going to get?
Man, we're back into the 90s as we head into the latter part of this afternoon, low 90s to be exact. So we're not record breaking at this point, but we're close. Here's a live look overlooking downtown Norfolk this morning. And we've got a few clouds out there, but we are mostly sunny. A few more clouds. We talked about that this morning. Will start to bubble up as we head through the afternoon. 89 degrees right now at the airport in Norfolk with that wind out of the west-southwest, the dew point in the upper 60s. Some spots the dew points are in the 70s at this point, so it's hot, it's humid as well. Some other temperatures for you: 90 in Richmond, we're at 88 in Gloucester, 86 in Chesapeake, 82, so a little bit cooler into northeastern North Carolina and Hertford, 87 in Portsmouth, 85 in Hampton, and good afternoon if you're joining us in Gatesville, you're at 89 degrees. Again, satellite and radar, we're sweeping nice and dry, so not tracking any rain. We're going to be hard pressed for rain once again today. Rain is in the 7-day forecast, but we do have to wait a couple of days for it. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. Temperatures topping out in the low 90s. It will be another hot and humid day. Even as we head through the afternoon and the evening hours, we'll drop back into the 70s just after midnight. I'll show you a look at that 7-day forecast. We've got some cooler temperatures, but also rain is on the way. I'll let you know when it arrives coming up in just a few minutes. Ashley?
Well, new information this noon. The Defense Department has released the names of 3 U.S. soldiers killed this weekend. They were shot during an attack in Afghanistan while supporting Operation Freedom on Saturday. They've been identified as 25-year-old Sergeant Eric Huck of Maryland, 29-year-old Sergeant William Bays of California, and Corporal Dylan Baldridge of North Carolina. Another soldier was wounded. The incident is still under investigation.
We're learning more about a fatal weekend motorcycle accident. We're going to give you a live look if we do have that from our traffic network camera. Looks like we've lost that live look, but it was over I-64 eastbound at exit 247, and that's where 54-year-old Wesley Sharp died on Sunday evening. Yeah, according to state police, Sharp and another motorcyclist tried to change lanes as traffic came to a stop. He hit the rear of a car, causing the other motorcyclist to run into him. Sharp then fell off his bike and was hit by an oncoming tractor trailer. Well, Virginia Beach police are still looking for the driver who plowed into a fire hydrant, sending water spilling onto part of South Plaza Trail. Yeah, the road around the hydrant between Windsor Oaks and Windsor Gates buckled and had to be closed to traffic. We were live all morning long on Daybreak as a crew cleared and repaved that road. It reopened just a short time ago. And Elise Brown spoke with one neighbor who called 911.
I can't explain anything. All I heard, boom.
The noise of a car barreling into a fire hydrant.
And I looked and I said, oh my God. Then the next thing I know, he took off as fast as he can.
Esther Mott is still in shock. The accident left water spewing into the street. This picture shows the hydrant underwater. The street eventually collapsed, leaving an even greater mess.
Oh yeah, and I was worrying about it. Because I just cleaned my yard. And I said, no, I hope I don't get flooded.
For several hours, crews worked to repair the damage, closing South Plaza Trail between Windsor Oaks and Windsor Gates. Drivers were forced to detour.
Now I can't even get to my house.
But Raheem Robinson isn't stressing about it.
I mean, it floods here regularly, so it's nothing new. It's not a shock or anything. I hope the person's all right, at least.
In Virginia Beach, Elise Brown, 13 News Now.
Well, today is the final day of campaigning for Virginia's gubernatorial candidates.
Yeah, tomorrow voters will head to the polls and pick a Republican and Democratic candidate in the race for governor. Here are your choices. On the Republican side, the most recent Hampton University poll shows Ed Gillespie with a 15-point lead over his opponent, Frank Wagner, and Corey Stewart. Stewart is campaigning in Chesapeake today. On the Democratic side, the same poll has Lieutenant Governor Ralph Northam and former Congressman Tom Perriello running neck and neck. Virginia is one of only 2 states electing governors this year.
Well, new at noon, officials have lifted a water advisory in Waverly. And this comes after water samples tested negative for coliform bacteria. Now, the boil water advisory was a precaution after an old pipe broke and leaked. The advisory has been in place for 2 weeks. The mayor says a robocall will be going out to residents to notify them that it is safe to drink. Officials say the town's infrastructure is dated and the water pipes are close to the road surface. They say the pipes will continue to leak if there isn't a more permanent fix. Officials will discuss the problem at the next council meeting tomorrow night.